Today, we are going on a quest for something so valuable it can define the future of your business. We're talking about finding your unique superpower, the thing that makes you the only real choice for your customers. Let's get into it. So let's just start with the most important question of all. I mean, think about it. In a world just overflowing with options and noise, why should anyone at all, choose you? Having a killer answer to this is everything. All right, here's our game plan, our map for this quest. First, we'll cover why this is so critical. Then we'll take an inward journey to audit your company's DNA. After that, we look outward, mapping the competition. Then comes the fun part, forging your unique value. And finally, we'll look at how the absolute legends bring it all to life. So first up, the call to adventure. And let me be clear, this isn't just some nice-to-have business school exercise. In today's market, it is an absolute do-or-die necessity. You know, without a really distinct reason for customers to choose you, you get dragged into this brutal, draining price war. It is a race to the bottom where your profits get squeezed, loyalty completely vanishes, and you just become another interchangeable part. Like it says here, being average basically makes you invisible. So what is this treasure we're actually looking for? It's your strategic differentiator. It is the core thing, the one characteristic or service or strategy that gives a crystal clear answer to that why you question. It's what makes you the only logical and maybe even emotional choice for the right customer. And let's be really, really clear on what this is and what it isn't. A 20% off sale? That's just a tactic. It's temporary. A true differentiator is a deep, sustainable promise. Think about Zappos and their famous service culture. That isn't a campaign. It's baked right into their company DNA. It's real substance, not a service-level claim, and your competitors can't just decide to copy it tomorrow. And the rewards for getting this right, oh, they are huge. You don't just get customers, you get loyal fans, people who aren't constantly shopping around for a better price because they value what only you can give them. And that, of course, lets you have healthier profit margins and builds this protective moat around your business that's incredibly hard for others to get across. All right, so our quest now turns inward. Before you can show the world what makes you special, you have to get radically honest with yourself. It's time to audit your company's DNA. So a true core competency, a real superpower, has to pass these 3 tests. Think about Honda. Their core competency isn't just building cars. It's their mastery of engines. That one skill gives them access to cars, motorcycles, lawnmowers, generators, all kinds of markets. Customers perceive a huge benefit in their reliability. And for a competitor to replicate that level of engine expertise, it would take decades. It's incredibly difficult. Now, beyond what you're good at, your story, your why, can be your most powerful asset. You've probably heard this famous line from Simon Sinek. It gets right to the heart of it. When products all start to look the same, your mission, your purpose, your origin story, that can be the thing that connects with people on a whole other level. But here is the secret to telling that story effectively. You are not the hero. Your customer is. The customer is the one on a journey, facing a challenge. Your brand's role is to be the wise guide, the Yoda to their Luke Skywalker, who gives them the plan, the tools, and the confidence they need to win. Your differentiator is how you help them become the hero. Okay, so once we have a good sense of our internal strengths, it's time to turn our gaze outward. To figure out where our superpower is most needed, we have to map the terrain. We have to understand our customers and our competitors. Your customers' frustrations are an absolute goldmine of opportunity. Every time a customer says, "This is too expensive," or "This takes forever," or "This is just too complicated," that is a bright, flashing neon sign pointing directly at a potential differentiator. Your job is to listen for the pain that you are uniquely built to solve. A simple matrix like this can be your strategic map. But don't just look at what your competitors say they do well. Pay close attention to that key weakness row. That's where the real opportunities are. If competitor A is cheap but their service is terrible, and competitor B is high quality but way too expensive, well, those gaps are where you can swoop in and win. This brings us to the climax of our quest, the synthesis. This is the moment we take our internal strengths and our external analysis and we bring them together. We forge them into a single, powerful, unique advantage. This is where the magic really happens. Your most powerful, most sustainable differentiator lives right here, in this sweet spot. It's the intersection of what you do best, what your customers desperately need solved, and what the competition is completely ignoring. When those three things overlap, that intersection is pure gold.
Now, a fantastic tool to help you find this is the value proposition canvas. And you always start with the customer. You really map out their world. What jobs are they trying to get done? What pains and frustrations get in their way? And what gains would make their day? What would be a total win for them? Then, and only then, do you flip to the other side of the canvas and design your value map. You articulate exactly how your product or service acts as a pain reliever for their pains and a gain creator for their gains. When those two sides, the customer profile and your value map, fit together like perfect puzzle pieces, you've done it. You have sculpted your unique value proposition. But our quest doesn't end when we find the treasure map. Now you have to actually live the legend, because a differentiator that only exists on a whiteboard is completely useless. The real work starts now, bringing it to life every single day in everything you do. Just think about this number for a second. 75%. For Zappos, that's how much of their business comes from repeat customers. That isn't because of sales or discounts. It's because their service differentiator is so real and so consistently delivered that people become fanatically loyal. That's the power of living the legend. Now let's look at some of the masters. Take Apple. Their real differentiator isn't just a beautifully designed phone. It's the seamless ecosystem where the iPhone, the Mac, the watch, the AirPods, they all just work together perfectly. The key lesson here, a truly integrated ecosystem creates the ultimate defensive moat. It makes it a real pain to leave, which keeps customers locked in and competitors locked out. In its Zappos, as we've said, the differentiator is the culture. They treat their customer service not as a cost you have to minimize, but as their best form of marketing. A competitor can copy their free shipping policy tomorrow, but they can't copy a culture that empowers thousands of employees to create a wow experience. That is almost impossible to replicate. And finally, think about Starbucks. They took a simple commodity, a cup of coffee, and they differentiated it by selling an experience. They created and sold the idea of the third place, that reliable, comfortable spot that isn't home and isn't work. They proved you can take something basic and command a premium price just by changing the environment around it. So as we end our quest today, I want to leave you with this. Your differentiator isn't just about what makes you different. It's about what makes you chosen. It's about being different in a way that truly matters to someone. So the real question you have to ask yourself is, what will you be chosen for?